Welcome to today's Explainer. Listen, if you've been grinding away, creating content, editing way too late into the night, and just wondering, when are all these views actually going to turn into a reliable income stream? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Meta literally just dropped a massive foundational update to Facebook monetization for 2026. They are completely overhauling the creator ecosystem. We're talking a unified dashboard, stricter compliance rules, and entirely new ways to get paid. It's an absolute game changer. I am beyond excited to break down this major update for you today, treating it like the high-end tech product unlock it really is. So let's power up those dashboards and get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this, and here's the playbook we're going to follow today. We'll start with the 2026 monetization upgrade, then we'll run through the universal creator eligibility checklist and hit the feature-specific earning benchmarks. After that, we'll navigate those strict new partnership ads compliance rules, figure out how to avoid common rejection pitfalls, and wrap it all up with some winning strategies for 2026.
Section 1. The 2026 Monetization Upgrade, a streamlined path to earnings. Right off the bat, Meta has completely overhauled its creator tools for the new year.
The old system was just incredibly fragmented. You had completely separate programs for in-stream ads, ads on Reels, and the performance bonus. It basically meant you were constantly chasing different ad formats instead of just making great content. But the new system? It is so much better. It's a unified content monetization program. It literally rolls Reels, longer videos, photos, and even text posts into one single performance-based track. You join one program, and you earn across the board based on your engagement, views, and plays. And Meta is dead serious about this shift. They've already invited over 1 million creators to join the beta of this unified system.
Section 2. The Universal Creator Eligibility Checklist, the baseline rules to play the game. Look, before anyone can unlock this awesome unified system, there are some strict baseline rules.
Now, what's really interesting about these requirements is that your professional architecture matters immensely. A standard private profile, totally useless for monetization. It literally doesn't matter if you get 1 million views. If you haven't set up a proper Facebook page or switched your personal account to professional mode, the monetization tools simply won't even appear for you. That is step 1. Next, the non-negotiables. You got to be 18 or older and live in an eligible country. And finally, your content has to be original. Listen to me on this. No unedited TikTok reposts, no watermarks, and no low-effort recycled edits. Doing that will trigger Meta's AI instantly, and boom, your monetization is paused or blocked.
Let me actually bring this to life with a story from our source material. Take Ria, for example. She spent a whole year building up this awesome budget travel presence. She hit 50,000 followers, her Reels were pulling in 6 figures in views, and her engagement was just off the charts. But her earnings dashboard? 0. It wasn't a glitch, guys. She just missed the fundamental requirement. She hadn't activated professional mode. She skipped the baseline checklist and honestly left massive amounts of money on the table for months. But once she flipped that switch, her hobby instantly started behaving like a real business.
Section 3. Feature-specific earning benchmarks, the exact numbers you need to hit. So once you have your baseline set up, these are the exact metrics, kind of like the cheat codes, required to level up.
And these numbers brilliantly illustrate exactly what you're aiming for. To unlock the holy grail unified content ads, you need 5,000 followers and 60,000 total watch minutes in the last 60 days. If you're looking at Facebook stars, the barrier to entry is way lower, just 500 followers, as long as you comply with safety policies. Now, fan subscriptions, that's a heavier lift. You're going to need 10,000 followers and either 50,000 engagements or 180,000 watch minutes. Brand collabs need 1,000 followers with a really high engagement velocity. And then there are external bio tools like Artha.link, which we'll actually touch on a bit later. For those, the requirement isn't about Meta's internal metrics at all, but rather the community trust you've built with your 10,000-plus audience.
Section 4. Partnership Ads Compliance Rules, navigating the strict new FTC guidelines. Shifting over to the corporate and brand side for a second, we have to talk about the strict new regulations for sponsored content. This is a massive compliance shift taking effect in 2026. Step 1. All influencer and creator content that promotes a brand must now use the mandatory partnership ads format. Running UGC-style ads without this setup, that's now classified as a penalizable deceptive practice. You definitely don't want that. Step 2. Brands have to implement a rigorous legal claim review process. They can't just check the content for good vibes anymore. And Step 3. On top of Meta's platform labels, the FTC still requires verbal and visual text disclosures right within the first 3 seconds of a video. So why the sudden strictness? Well, it all comes down to this definition: creator claim liability. Under these new policies, when a creator makes a specific product claim or promises a specific result in a partnership ad, the brand boosting that ad actually becomes legally liable for those claims under Meta's misleading claims policy. So brands can no longer afford to just look at the aesthetics of a creator's post. They have to strictly fact-check absolutely everything being said to protect their own ad accounts from getting penalized.
Section 5. Avoiding common rejection pitfalls. Why applications fail despite hitting the numbers. So the crucial point is that understanding the rules is just as important as hitting your metrics.
Because these hidden landmines can trigger demonetization even when your numbers look absolutely perfect. Let's walk through them. First up, the 90-day rule. You could literally go viral on day 1, but your page must be at least 3 months old to earn. Meta just needs to know you aren't a spam bot. Second, static video violations. If you're just slapping a podcast audio track over a single still image, yeah, that no longer qualifies for video monetization. Third, copyrighted music. Even one tiny mistake using commercial music outside the Meta Sound collection can pause your earnings. And lastly, AI disclosure. Failing to tag content made with third-party AI tools is a massive, massive violation.
To put that last point into perspective, undisclosed AI content now accounts for a staggering 14% of all ad rejections on Meta. 14%. It's the third largest rejection category platform-wide. Seriously, if you use an AI tool to generate a visual or a voiceover and you don't manually disclose it during the ad setup, your content will be rejected. Full stop.
Section 6. Winning Strategies for 2026. Leveling up your creator toolkit. Let's move to our final strategy phase and see how this builds from defensive to offensive for 2026.
All right, here's your pro blueprint. First, stop guessing. Use the Meta Business Suite to track your exact eligibility progress. Just check the math. Second, really lean into original short-form reels. They are still the absolute fastest engine for rapid follower growth. Third, if you're struggling to hit that 60,000-minute watch time benchmark, go live. Just go live for 30 minutes twice a week. Live sessions rack up watch time incredibly fast. And finally, you want to diversify your income from day one. While you're waiting to clear Meta's benchmarks, use a tool like Arthadot link in your bio. You can provide curated job boards to your niche audience, turning their trust into instant income before your Meta dashboard even turns green.
So we've covered the new unified system, the strict baseline requirements, those crucial FTC compliance shifts, and the exact strategies you need to conquer the algorithm this year. I'll leave you with this final provocative thought. Are you still creating for free in a hobby mindset, or is your professional dashboard actually set up and ready to capitalize on the 2026 update? Go check your analytics today, apply this playbook, and let's turn your content into a serious business. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you in the next one.